was changed and made new when an angel made his dream come true. And now he brings his dream to you. And it's Spoonful
Hey big dreamers, I'm Paolo Presta and welcome to Spoonful of Paolo! Okay, so today we got a special show for you because joining me are two amazing women. She's my favorite Real Housewife of Beverly Hills, Lisa Vanderpump, and her beautiful daughter, Pandora Vanderpump Sable. Now these two have so much going on, but I'm so excited because they found time to meet with me at their new restaurant and lounge right here in West Hollywood called Pump. Now I am so excited because we are going to have some of their LVP sangria. So I can't wait to see you there. I am so excited to have Lisa and Pandora on a Spoonful of Paolo. This is a moment. Okay.
Well, welcome to Pump.
Hello. First of all, to both of you, congratulations on Pump.
Thank you.
Is like fabulous.
I am loving it and thankful that it's finally come to fruition.
No, but Lisa, Pandora, I can't believe that this used to be like this was a parking lot. Most of this was a parking lot. And look what you both have turned this into. That's pretty...
This is all her.
Okay.
I say she's not taking the both. She can take the both on that.
Okay, but Lisa, how does it feel? Because you've been here 16-hour days working on this. How does it feel that it's all done, that you did it?
It's very strange because when I'm in the middle of a project, I always look at it and I see it done.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of racing towards the finish line. But I tell you, it was such a labor of love because I've created something that I think is unique in West Hollywood. But it was very difficult. Everything, permits, everything.
The first thing when I walked in, I was telling Pandora, are your olive trees. They
Beautiful.
are, I think they came shipped from Northern California,
Yes.
I think. I mean, how, because you have so many back there, and my father who grew up in Italy, had so many olive trees in front of his house. So as a kid, he would always shake the trees and the olives would fall out.
Yeah.
So it just brought back so many memories.
Well, you can shake them and now put your martini glass underneath and just catch them.
Yeah. So I'm really excited. Okay, and then over here, as you all can see, we have in front of us is LVP Sangria.
I want to drink that.
No, okay,
I'm having a cup of tea.
Okay, drink the tea,
It's
but I just
too
want to say,
early,
look, 'cause
Paolo.
everyone knows me. They know my number one drink, and Pandora, you know this.
I know
my
this.
favorite drink is a sangria. And when she gave me a few
really?
bottles a couple weeks ago, I tried the red and the pink.
Which do you like best?
Okay, look, I love them both, but I was telling Pandora, there's something about the pink. The pink, I'm having.
It's on your side.
I'm going through this thing with the pink right now, and
Yes, I know.
It's really, really good.
Yes,
so different.
I like them both, and I have been backwards and forwards, but then I think my heart lies with the pink,
Really?
as always, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to drink my tea, because
your
otherwise
tea.
I'm going to go from there to
Drink your
Betty
tea.
Ford.
Because Pandora, is it true that you came up with the idea to bring this to the market, like to start selling it? I mean, what made you want to do that? Because that's a lot of work to bring it out there. I mean, I can only imagine.
Well, that's part of the reason that I thought to do it, is because we've served sangria forever in our restaurants. It's based off of my mother's recipe, because she has always made sangria at home. But, you know, she's got so much going on.
Yeah,
She's
of
got
course.
2 TV
I
shows,
said
and she was on Dancing
no.
with the Stars. And she was like, absolutely not. And I was like, we've got to make this accessible. Like,
Oh my God.
it's such a fantastic drink. It would be amazing to bottle it. And there's nothing really on the market that's like natural and delicious.
It's so
But
true.
then they had to deal with me. So suddenly I wasn't just mummy and mother-in-law mode. I was like business partner mode. And so they're saying, okay, you know, we want to do it. I say, okay, you have my blessing.
Yeah.
But it's got to be exactly what I want, which is a nightmare. So
I can't
the
even
bottle, the taste, I mean, the design of it, it was months and months
It took
and
a long
months.
time.
Speaking of business part, what's it like working with your mom? Is she?
Don't ask
no,
questions
I want to.
Pain in
Because
the
I've seen you both work. I've been here, and you both are here. You're working your butt off.
She's like me.
Oh, I know.
She's
I
like
see
me,
that.
yeah.
But for you, working with your mom, is she hardcore? Is she fun? Like, does she go through different mood swings? I don't know. You got to tell us. What is it like working with her?
have nothing
She's
to
an
hide.
absolute pain in the butt.
No, I don't believe that. Is she really?
No,
I'll
she's a
take it.
perfectionist.
Perfectionist.
So,
I could see the way everything's set
and
up
I
over
am
there.
too, to a certain extent. So it's very fun, and we agree on 99% of everything we do.
And then
so
I win. That 1%, I'm going to
that 1% I have to concede. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, she was valedictorian at school. She's pretty driven herself. You know what I'm saying?
That's fun.
Yeah.
I love that.
But I just like to be very involved with everything
Yeah.
that I do. And even though it was their project, I knew it was still my baby as well, of what it looked like, what it tasted like. And then they ran with it, and boy, I mean, it's turned out really well. It's in Gelson's.
That's what I was going to say. You go to the website lvpsangria.com to get it, so you can order anywhere in the States.
I think you drank most of it.
Hello, I did drink most of it. And just yesterday I was telling Pandora, for Memorial Day weekend, I went to Gelson's, because if you're in LA, you can pretty much get this at any Gelson store, the red and the pink, so do that if you're in LA. It's really, really good.
And then in a couple of months, it's going everywhere.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Everywhere, yeah.
It's amazing. Let me ask you this. Do you feel, Lisa, that you are living the American dream? Because, like, is that something you aspire to, that you thought of as growing up over there in London? Like, did you ever think about that, living the American dream?
Not really. I didn't. It kind of happened gradually. You know, we lived here for a few years, about 20 years ago. And then we ended up coming back, so I couldn't stand the weather in England as much. I love England. It did rain every day. So we kind of came back. When I've been on my building site for the last year, I don't think I've actually been living the American dream, per se. But I have a pretty good life here. But it's been challenging. I mean, we can't forget that we've been through such a tough recession. And it's not like I have a business that's, you know, that's not affected by that. Very much it is. So, you know, when the tough gets going, the going gets tough get going. And certainly with Villa Blanca and Sir, and now this one, we've got to be really kind of proactive and, you know, have our finger on the pulse of what's going on. So it is a lot of work, but is it the American dream? I think everybody can have a piece of the American dream. It's just hard work, tenacity, and, you know, just really trying to
I love that. Everyone can have the American dream.
I think a piece, or at least a slice of it, but I think it's also trying to be innovative, to come up with something. I mean, they said to me, come on, let's do it. And I said, no, I'm not doing it. And they said, look, we want to do it. There's a gap in the market. There is nothing this beautiful that looks and tastes this good. And I was like, oh, here we go. But,
here we go, starting all over.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Pandora, tell me, like, growing up with your mom, because I picture Lisa, like, you know, you're a little girl, your mom's in the kitchen with her high heels, preparing dinner. Or was it like that, or was it completely the opposite of what I'm thinking?
My mother's changed a lot in the last couple of years, not personality-wise, but she always had young kids in the house.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm used to her in a white t-shirt and jeans with ducks in the bed. And a bunch of animals bringing little ponies into the house.
I'm trying to picture all of this.
Well, I mean,
basically on an animal farm.
We did always, you know, have a public life per se, you know, a nighttime business. So I always had to be best
you have like 26.
forward.
You have 26 restaurants, bars, so lounges, and it's crazy.
But my priority was very much my children, and I love being a homemaker. I love being a mother. So as much as I was Ken's partner and very involved with it, to be at home and cooking for them, and I mean, I taught at their school, you know, for 3 years. I loved being a mother. I just they were a pain in the ass sometimes, as they
I
should
can't
be.
see you Pandora being a pain in the ass. Whatever. I don't see that.
Yeah,
I see you so sweet and innocent. Let me just tell you how special she is, because we interviewed, as I told you earlier, Robin Roberts.
See that.
No, you don't look at my notes. Or you focus over there. We interviewed Robin Roberts last month, and I read. We all love her.
Yes.
And I read her book, you know, to prepare for the interview.
Yes.
And in that book, she writes about you, Lisa, and she says, and I quote her, "Lisa is such a lovely person inside and out. She has a commanding presence, oozing beauty and femininity." How does that make you feel, that we all get to read that about you?
Well, I just say ditto right back at her, because I think she is such a class act. And talk about, you know, when you read her book, Courage in the Face of Adversity, I think I'm so proud of her as well, you know, for coming out and being, you know, with Amber, and being very honest and upfront with her life, because I think, you know, it opens the door for a lot of people that struggle with that. I'm a huge spokesperson for GLAAD and the LGBT community, and I think when
thank you for that, Lisa. Thank you for that, really.
And people like her, who are such kind of iconic women, I think it paves the way. And I had somebody in here, actually gives me goosebumps to even talk about, who came up to me and said, "You have changed my relationship with my mother." And I thought, oh my God, is that a good thing or a bad thing, you know? And he said, because I watched the show, and my mother, when I came out, she really wasn't sure about it at all, even though she'd always had a doubt, she didn't know. And when she sees how accepting you are, and he said, the tolerance, I said, no, don't use that word tolerance. I hate that word. That's tolerating it. Embrace it. Everybody.
I don't think it's about educating. You're educating people like my family too, who don't understand it, who do want to understand it. But if they weren't surrounded by people who are gay, they're not going to know. But it's someone like you, Robin Roberts, like, to be on that, have that platform,
Yes.
and talk about it, and that's why we thank
Mind
you
you,
for
I
that,
could
both
actually-
of you, because
I
you
could-
are too with your mom, but we thank you
Yeah,
both.
I'm very much a heterosexual woman, but I could almost turn gay for Robin Roberts.
I mean, she is beautiful.
She is gorgeous.
You two would be cute
Yeah.
together. Okay, that's a whole different show. Stay focused
I
with
wonder
me.
about Ken and Amber. We just send them off.
Yeah, I love how you and Ken are, look what you created. Okay, let me ask you this, Lisa, has your, being on the Real Housewives,
Yes.
how was your life before that? Did your life, tell me, was it just ordinary, you were working hard, like what was it like before joining this powerful show that everyone watches?
Oh, I don't think I could say it was ordinary. I mean, I don't, no.
I'm going to ask her why she's laughing later.
Well, I'm incredibly eccentric. A lot of people don't know me very well. I mean, it was the normal thing to have little ponies in the kitchen. I mean, on my day off, the only day I had in months.
I grew up in a house where my father would hatch ducklings for Easter for her.
What?
As a surprise.
I'm obsessed. So I mean, on my day off yesterday, I went to the dog show, and I literally spent my day rolling around the dog show on the floor with these incredible little dogs. So I've always been a bit eccentric. Have I had an incredible life? Yes, because I've had an amazing partner for 32 years. That's not had.
Yeah.
I say had.
Yeah, we got it, don't worry.
So, for 32 years. So not an ordinary life, no. Has it been full of challenges? Yes, in business. Personally, not so much, I have to say, because our marriage has always been very strong.
Yeah.
But what I don't like, and I've had incredible support from, I don't like to call people fans, because what have I ever done to be a fan of? But the viewers, the people
that's a good way
that
to put it.
support me.
The viewers, the audience,
support
exactly.
me. I've just had, incredible support from them, especially over the last season, which was a nightmare. But I'm not used to being scrutinised through everything I do. So, suddenly that's all over the press, which is a bit of a nightmare, to be honest.
Was that the biggest, let me ask you, was that the biggest surprise from this last season, was watching the whole season? You're watching to Pandora, is that something?
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it. I don't blame you, because it was hard for me. I'm like, what are they doing to her? This is ridiculous. Like, come on, this is like kids,
I watched the first 4 episodes, and I was like, if I watch any more of this, I'm going to throw up. So.
I mean, I don't because I'll be honest, Patrick and I are watching, and I want to go in the TV and tell those ladies, this needs to stop. This needs to stop.
Yeah.
Was that a big surprise for you? Was it just like a shocker for you to see this, sit there by yourself and you're watching this?
Well, for me it was difficult because I think it's happened a couple of times before, like they had a tea party, they had a reunion, and I think at that time I was opening the Lounge of Sir and Pandora was getting married, and in this case I'm so distracted, I am my people. I don't have designers, assistants, all those, and I don't want it, so I'm hands-on.
To me, stop, you don't have an assistant. I heard you say that to someone else. I'm like, how could your mom not have an assistant? Like, that really means you're hands-on.
Going on up
well, because
there.
you like to do everything yourself.
My dad's her assistant.
Oh my God, that's amazing, but keep going. Okay, so
I'm very hands-on, so I had to be here, and obviously I started the season on Dancing with the Stars, which almost killed me after 8 weeks of dancing
so
7 hours a day.
I even tweeted your daughter, I'm voting for your mom.
Oh, you're so
be proud,
sweet.
be proud.
I really wasn't, but
be proud.
you can teach an old dog some new tricks, I suppose. But I had an amazing time, and then I was here, and every day, and I was also doing Vanderpump Rules, which I produced. So I had a lot of things going on, and so maybe I'm a bit distracted, and they would invite me to something.
There's a little bit different between you and the rest of the women. They want you to go to a finger painting party, and you're.
And I was I'm here. I'm
a
City Hall, and then I was in trouble over another thing. Not going to Kim Richards' daughter's graduation. I'd said I couldn't go. I was in St. Louis walking for kids with alopecia. On my own time, my own buck, going there, and I just suddenly thought, what is this? And they actually said to me, the producers, that it's a lot of nothing that they've got, so really don't worry. I thought, what's going on? But it was very hurtful. So anyway, but
I just think, let me end with
that.
With that. Yeah, you moved on. I just think because you're in a good place with your husband, with your kids, you know where you are, and you have a happy marriage. And I don't want to talk bad about anyone, but maybe they're just a little bit jealous, or you have a different lifestyle. You're on top of everything, and you know what you're doing.
Top of everything except my husband. Not often enough. Don't listen to that, sorry.
Okay, so I know that Andy Cohen was here having dinner last week, actually, which is pretty amazing. So if I don't ask you this, they're going to get mad at me. Are you coming back next season? Just yes, no. Don't fibber. Just make this go viral. Just a yes or no. Are you coming back?
You know what? I can't say, and I'm actually meeting with the producers at 5 o'clock tonight to go over it. But I have been distracted, and I am filming Vanderpump Rules. and I am meeting with them. But
Ooh, I like that. Okay, I like that.
But
I like that.
I probably shouldn't say that, and I'll probably be in trouble.
No, you won't be in trouble.
But I know nothing's been decided.
Okay.
But it was too difficult for me. And let me tell you this: the women, yes, they were all against me. And okay, we've established they came up with nothing, and it just looked like a bitch fest. But the audience were behind me, and for that's why I could get through it.
What I've learned in this business is the audience is the number one. Your viewers, your audience is what you want, and when they back you up and they're on your side, that's all that matters.
But that meant the world to me because you know on Twitter it's such a public forum and you have a million followers or something and 900,000 followers. You see it, and I would say 95% were like, Lisa, we got you, and I was just like, that feels so good. Yeah.
Okay, let's end with this. Starting with you, Pandora. Proudest moment of your mother. What would you say is the proudest moment of your mother?
I don't know. There've been a lot of them.
Just one, so we can just one that you could say, you know what? Wow, that's my mom. That's my mom, Lisa Vanderpump.
Probably Dancing with the Stars. She worked so hard.
Oh, good Lord, I was
and
useless.
Bruno was so mean.
That's another.
Who's a very good friend of ours.
But I think he was extra
extra
mean to you because of that.
Yeah.
And I just think she was amazing.
I agree with you. 2 thumbs up. And for you, proudest moment of your daughter.
Oh gosh, the day
I know
she
it's a lot.
the day she was born, opened those big blue
You can't
feathery
be proud
eyes.
of me when I'm born.
Oh yes, I can. That's all she had to do. I remember when she said to me, I remember her crying once when she went to college. She said, "I'm never going to be you. I said, "Are you kidding me? You didn't have to do anything. You opened those big blue eyes, and that was enough for me for the rest of my life." But Pandora is incredibly focused and driven, and I'm very proud of everything she does and the fact that she stays true to herself. She's very principally minded. I think, some of the moments of her being valedictorian, but, of her just singing on stage. She's got a great voice and she's never really kind of used that, but at school, I really enjoyed teaching at the kids' school. But yeah, just proud. Their wedding day, oh my God, their wedding day was the best day of my life. And that sounds ridiculous, but yeah.
No, but I could see that for sure. Yeah, okay, we're ending with this. These two, you remind me of my family. You guys, everything you have is because you work so hard. So congratulations with Pump. So if you're in the LA area, come to Pump. I mean, because you're going to find them here working, physically working over here. And then with LVP Sangria, congratulations with that. I mean, it's delicious. We're going to have a toast after this. So I just want to say just thank you. Thank you for being your authentic self. Thank you for using this platform and inspiring us, because I adore and love you both. And
thank you.
And the food is so good over here too. I'm going to say that papaya that we had, the papaya stuff was so
That's
good.
my recipe.
It's a
Papaya
recipe.
with crab.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, and you can visit Pandora. You have an awesome website, the Divine Addiction. Great stuff. I made a blueberry pound cake a few weeks ago.
So
good. So there's a lot going on. So just thank you both very much for being on our show.
Thank you for having
appreciate
us.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So much.
Love this. And we thank you all. We'll see you next time with Spoonful of Paolo. Bye. Yay. Thank you. Let's
cheers.
Cheers.
Okay,
And I can drink this now.
Exactly.
Thank you. Hey, Big Dreamers. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to check out our latest episodes with Ricky Lake and Robin Roberts.